As 2024 comes to an end, I can't help but reflect on a year that changed me completely. It wasn't a year of ease or perfection. It was a year of pain, resilience, and transformation. A year that brought me to my lowest points, but also gave me the strength to rise again. This is my story. It's not polished or easy, but it's real. It's a journey of confronting chaos, finding purpose, and rebuilding from the ground up. As we step into 2025, I want to share that journey with you, not just to reflect, but to inspire us all to keep moving forward. 2024 has been the hardest year of my life. It's a year that tested everything I thought I knew about myself. A year that shattered me and forced me to rebuild from the ground up. I started my career like so many others, working my way up from the bottom, searching for a direction. I explored media communication, hospitality, business, and information technology, each step adding to my skill set, but leaving me feeling more lost than ever. Despite the confusion, I eventually earned a position I never imagined achieving so soon. I was grateful for it, but I knew something was wrong deep down. My career was on autopilot. I wasn't steering the ship, I was a passenger in someone else's vision for my life. When I looked for a promotion in a department where I felt comfortable, my boss gave me advice I didn't want to hear. He told me I wasn't on the right path. It hurt to hear, but he saw something I hadn't seen in myself. He challenged me to rethink my direction, to chase the purpose I didn't even realize I was searching for. So I took a leap. I earned a promotion to a new department where I felt alive for the first time. My ideas mattered, my passion was appreciated, I had clarity and direction. For a while, I thought I'd found my place. But life, as it often does, had other plans. Leadership changed, and with it, everything began to unravel. I felt trapped, powerless, and stuck in a role where my purpose slipped through my fingers. I told myself I wasn't good enough to leave, that the uncertainty of starting over was worse than staying in a cage. So I worked harder. I pushed myself to the brink, determined to prove my worth. But the cost was steep. I drove myself so hard that I started experiencing health issues. I told myself I was okay. I could keep going, and this was the price of success. But deep down, I knew I was lying. I was burying my passion, silencing the voice inside me that was screaming for something more. And then, in February 2024, it all came crashing down. I was laid off. 5 years of my life were erased in an instant. I was left staring at the wreckage, wondering how I would pick up the pieces. How would I keep the home I worked so hard to obtain? How would I support my family? The weight of those questions was suffocating. Where would I go? What would I do? How would I get there? Those thoughts consumed me day and night. For weeks. By May, I had no choice but to start over. I took a third shift role, a step backward in every sense. It wasn't the work itself that broke me. It was the feeling of starting over, the overwhelming fear that I'd never climb back to where I was. I felt like I was at rock bottom. And then in June, life delivered the hardest blow of all. I lost my brother to suicide. That loss shook me to my core. I was so focused on rebuilding my life that I forgot one of my family's most important lessons. Never abandon your family, even when life is hard. I felt like I had failed, not just in my career, but as a brother. Burying my brother was the hardest thing I've ever done. The sound of my mother's screams and the grief in my father's eyes will stay with me forever. But even in that darkness, one truth became clear. You must find what makes you happy. You must find what drives your passion. My brother's time on this earth ended too soon, and the last thing I want is to leave this world with regret. This quote I've heard before haunted me. Imagine you're on your deathbed and standing around you are the ghosts of your unfulfilled potential. The ideas you never acted on, the talents you didn't use, the dreams you let die. They're standing there, angry, disappointed, and upset. And they say, "We came to you because you could have brought us to life. But now we have to go to the grave together." That thought stayed with me, and I couldn't shake the question. How many ghosts will be around my deathbed? How many dreams, ideas, and opportunities would I let die because I was too afraid, distracted, or stuck to bring them to life? At that moment, I made a choice. I wouldn't let those ghosts define my story. I wouldn't settle. I wouldn't stop. I would rise from this darkness, not just for myself, but for the people I love and the purpose I know I'm here to fulfill. And now, as I stand here, I'm not the same person who began this year. The struggles didn't destroy me, they shaped me. They reminded me that even at my lowest, I am capable of rising again. They taught me that the most brutal moments hold the most profound lessons, and that there is always a way forward, even when life feels impossible. As 2024 ends, I am closing the door on the pain, but carrying forward the lessons. I'm stepping into 2025 with renewed purpose and unshakable belief in what's possible. The new year is a blank canvas, a chance to take everything I've learned and turn it into action. So, to anyone who feels at rock bottom, I have this to say. Your lowest point is not the end. It's the foundation, the place where you start to rebuild. Keep moving, keep fighting, keep chasing what makes you happy. Don't let your ideas die. Don't let your potential go to the grave with you. Rise no matter how hard it feels, because the best chapters of your story are still waiting to be written.